Good morning and happy Tuesday. We're going to be heading into logarithmic functions, which is the main point of this chapter. And this is why Mr. Hutchings was asking me to get to this one. So I want to do a little introductory section before we actually hit what's in the book to really understand what it is that we're looking for. So we're going to start with a warm-up. If you could just take a moment to pause the video and go ahead and solve those two problems and see if you can find x. And so the way we're going to do this is we're going to try and get the same base. So if you weren't able to figure out how to do it on your own, watch me do A and then pause it and then see if you can do B. So taking a look at A, 25 is 5 times 5. So that means that this is 5 squared all to the x power is equal to 5. And so the log rule said that that would be 5 to the 2x power is equal to 5. And we can call that 5 to the first if we want. And so what that tells me is if my bases are the same and the numbers are equal, then the exponents should also be the same. So we would say that 2x is equal to 1. And then dividing both sides by 2, running out of room here, we're going to say that x is equal to 1/2. So if we think about it, the square root of 25 is 5. And if I say 25 to the 1/2 power, that's really saying the square root of 25 because the denominator represents the root in the exponent. So again, if you now understand how to do it, pause it and see it if you can do B. And so then taking a look at this one, 128, that's 2 times 64. And 64 is 8 times 8. And 8 is 4 times 2. And 4 is 2 times 2. So notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2's at the end of the branches. So this is the same as saying 2 to the x is equal to 2 to the 7th power. And so that means x would be equal to 7 to solve that equation. So the thing to note is the reason why we could solve the equation for x was because we could get the bases to be equal to each other. But what if we had a situation like 3 to the x power is equal to 5? There's no way to get 3 and 5 to be the same base, which means that the answer is not going to be a rational answer. So to start, we're just going to try and figure out how to estimate that solution. So let's take a look at the example that I just had on the PowerPoint, and we want to figure out if 3x is equal to 5, between which consecutive integers does x lie? So consecutive would be in order if I was counting. So taking a look at this problem, do you see that 5 is greater than 3 to the first, but smaller than 3 to the second, meaning greater than 3, but smaller than 9, okay? So if I transferred this and said 3 to the first is less than 3 to the what is less than 3 to the second, do you see that now that all the bases are the same, I know that 1 is less than x is less than 2. So that means that x has to fall somewhere between 1 and 2. And we'll work on approximating that answer on the next day. So looking at B, we're talking about 4 to the x power equaling 50. So we've got 4 to the first is 4, 4 to the second is 16, and 4 to the third is 64. So do we recognize that 50 falls between 16 and 64? So that means that we're saying 4 to the second is less than 50, which is 4 to the x, is less than 64, which is 4 to the third. So that means that x has to fall somewhere between 2 and 3. So take a moment to pause the video and see if you can answer questions C and D. So taking a look at C, we get that 5 to the first is 5, 5 to the second is 25, 5 to the third is going to be 125, and 5 to the fourth, I believe, is 625. So that means that 125 is less than 300 is less than 625. So if I put that in terms of 5, that means 5 to the third is less than 5 to what power is less than 5 to the fourth, which means that 3 is less than x is less than 4. So then coming over here for 6 to the x, we get 6 to the first is 6. 6 to the second is 36, and I'm going to double check this on my calculator, but I believe 6 to the third is going to be 216, which it is. And so we can say that 36 is less than 100 is less than 216, which means 6 to the second is less than 6 to what power is less than 6 to the third. So that means x lies between 2 and 3. So today's assignment is going to be a worksheet that looks just like this. And I look forward to seeing your answers. Love you guys and miss you guys.